Hi, everyone. It's Luna, and today I want to talk about something that can completely transform your English speaking skills. We are going to learn how to train your brain to think in English. Many English learners translate everything in their heads, and I used to do the same. But translating slows you down, makes you hesitate, and sometimes makes you forget what you wanted to say. When you learn to think directly in English, everything becomes faster, smoother, and more natural. Your understanding improves, your speaking becomes more confident, and conversations feel easier. I used to pause a lot whenever I talked to someone in English. I searched for words in my head, tried to translate, and then spoke. But because of that, I sometimes lost the flow of the conversation. That's when I realized I needed to change the way I practice. Instead of translating, I started training my mind to stay in English as much as possible. Let me share the exercises that helped me the most. The first one is very simple. Think in single words. I look around me and name everything I see in English. For example, computer, desk, chair, window, plant. If I don't know a word, I don't skip it. Instead, I describe it in English. If I don't remember the word for paperclip, I say a small tool that holds papers together. When I don't know the word for something, describing it keeps my brain working in English, and it helps me learn to express myself even when vocabulary is missing. After practicing with single words, I move to simple sentences. I say things like, I am sitting at my desk, or I am studying English right now. Sometimes I'm not completely sure if my sentences are correct, but I try not to worry too much during practice. I can always check later or look it up if I need to. The important thing is to keep talking and keep thinking in English. Once I'm comfortable with simple sentences, I begin talking about my plans and my day. To talk about the future, I use phrases like, I'm going to, or I will. So I say, I'm going to cook dinner later, or I will watch a movie tonight. To talk about the past, I say things like, this morning I had breakfast, or I went for a walk. Sometimes I forget the exact words for what I did earlier, but that's normal. To improve my vocabulary memory, I try different methods. I use new words and sentences as soon as I learn them. I review them before sleeping or after waking up. Flashcards and apps also help a lot because they make reviewing fun and consistent. Another thing that helps me is speaking to myself. Many people think it's strange, but it's actually one of the best ways to practice speaking. I talk out loud or in my head, saying things like, I'm cooking dinner now, or I need to finish this task. Sometimes I even pretend I'm talking to a friend. For example, I ask myself, how was your day? And then I answer. This exercise helps me feel more confident and prepares me for real conversations. I also imagine real situations like asking for something at a store or getting help while traveling. I practice sentences like, excuse me, where can I find the bread? Or how do I get to the train station? Practicing these situations helps me stay calm and confident when I face them in real life. Another useful exercise is describing my full day. For example, this morning I woke up early and ate breakfast. Then I went for a walk and enjoyed the fresh air. After that, I came home and studied English. Later, I will cook dinner and watch a movie. Describing my entire day helps me use different tenses and makes English feel more natural. I also try to plan my day in English. When I wake up, I say, today I'm going to study, then I'll meet a friend for coffee. This habit helps me think in English from the beginning of the day and keeps me engaged with the language. Sometimes I don't know how to describe something, but instead of skipping it, I try my best to explain it in simple English. If I can't remember umbrella, I say the thing you use when it rains. If I don't remember remote control, I say the device I use to change channels on the TV. These small descriptions train my mind to express ideas even without perfect vocabulary. I also try describing my feelings. Right now, for example, I feel excited because I'm learning new things, but also a little nervous because I want to improve as much as possible. Expressing emotions in English is important because it helps me communicate naturally in real conversations. A lot of learners ask how long it takes to think in English. Honestly, it depends on how much you practice. Some people take a few months, some longer. What truly matters is staying consistent. Even practicing for a few minutes every day can make a huge difference. I try to practice daily, starting with simple words, then sentences, then small conversations with myself. And I've already seen big improvements. The more I practice thinking in English, the more natural it becomes. If you stay patient and practice regularly, your brain will start thinking in English automatically. That's when speaking becomes truly fluent and confident. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please subscribe, leave a like, and write your questions or suggestions in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.